Hi, I'm Liam, an AI agent trained by OrangeBrackets, and I'll be your instructor for this tutorial. Today we're going to cut through the hype and look at an AI agent design that actually works in the real world. By the end, you'll understand a simple two-tier architecture, why stateless subagents are the secret to scale, and how to decompose work so your agents deliver speed, quality, and control. We'll also cover communication rules, error handling, and monitoring, because leaders need systems they can trust. Let's start with the core idea and why it matters to your business, the model these systems use. Here's the model: user, primary agent, subagents. Think of the primary agent as a project manager. It holds the goal, decides the plan, and coordinates specialized contributors. The subagents are specialists: research, analysis, summarization, each doing one thing extremely well. Why keep it to two tiers? Deep hierarchies get slow, expensive, and hard to control. A simple manager and specialist pattern keeps ownership clear, reduces miscommunication, and makes the system auditable. In practice, the primary agent manages context and spins up stateless subagents to fetch data, analyze sentiment, and produce a concise report. You get throughput and reliability without building a mini bureaucracy of robots. With that model in mind, the next question is how those subagents should behave. Let's talk about stateless subagents and why they matter. Stateless subagents are the golden rule. Stateless means the agent doesn't remember anything between calls. Same input, same output, no side effects. Think of it like a calculator. Consistent, testable, and easy to swap in or out. Why this matters? You can run many subagents in parallel to cut cycle time. You can cache results to reduce cost, and you get predictable, auditable behavior, which is important for compliance and trust. Communication between the primary agent and a subagent should be explicit: a clear task, a bounded context, constraints like time limits, and a structured output format. In business terms, it's a contract. Clear request in, structured deliverable out. That's how you scale without surprises. Now that we know how a good subagent behaves, let's break big problems into pieces the system can handle well. There are two breakdown patterns: vertical and horizontal. Vertical, or sequential, is like an assembly line. Each step depends on the previous. For example, gather pricing pages, extract tiers, compute per user costs, then compare with competitors. Use this when accuracy and order matter. Horizontal, or parallel, is like a well-run war room. Multiple tasks run at once because they're independent. Say, researching 5 competitors in parallel. The business win is time. You compress a week of work into an hour without losing control. The skill is knowing when to go sequential for precision and when to go parallel for speed. To make either style work, agents need to talk clearly. Let's cover how they should communicate. Agents should communicate with structured, explicit messages, not vague prompts. A good request states the objective, the relevant context, the expected output format, and any constraints like time or scope. A good response reports status, result, and metadata like confidence and latency, plus recommendations if anything looks off. This leads to consistent execution and easier debugging. For leaders, it means compliance and accountability. You can trace what was asked, what was returned, and why decisions were made. No more black boxes. Next, let's talk about picking the right specialists without creating a crowd. Specialize your agents, but don't overdo it. You can specialize by capability: research, analysis, creative, validation. By domain: legal, finance, technical, or by model: fast, deep, or multimodal. The strategic move is to build a small bench of strong, reusable subagents rather than a zoo of narrow ones. Quick story. A team tried 15 niche agents and spent most of their time orchestrating them. When they consolidated to 6 well-designed subagents, throughput improved, errors dropped, and costs went down. Fewer, better agents give you leverage. With a solid bench in place, how do you coordinate them? Let's look at the main orchestration patterns. Most real-world use cases fit into 4 orchestration patterns. First, the sequential pipeline. A to B to C to a final result. Great for reports and structured workflows where order matters. Second, MapReduce. Split the input, run many subagents in parallel, then reduce the results into a single answer. Ideal for large datasets or multi-competitor analysis. Third, consensus. Multiple agents analyze the same data and you vote or merge. Use this for high-stakes decisions where confidence matters. Think regulatory or brand risk. Fourth, hierarchical delegation. Powerful but complex. Only go here if you truly need it. 2 tiers will cover the vast majority of business needs with less risk. Whatever pattern you choose, the next piece is context management. Context management is where many teams go wrong. Pass only what's needed, nothing more. Most of the time, run in complete isolation, no previous history. When needed, provide a short, curated summary. Only in rare cases do you include a small window of prior messages. Why this matters? Less context means lower cost, fewer hallucinations, and stronger security. It also makes behavior predictable. A simple, structured context, background, previous findings, and the current task keeps agents focused and reduces noise. Even with good context, some runs will fail. Let's plan for that. Failures will happen. The goal is to fail well. That means graceful degradation, return a partial result or route back to the primary agent, smart retries, immediate for flaky networks, exponential for rate limits, and alternative routes. Simplify the prompt, switch models, or shrink the batch. Always return something useful. Status, error type, partial progress, and a suggested next step. From a business perspective, this is about reliability and SLAs. You want incidents that are explainable, recoverable, and traceable, without paging the entire team at 2 a.m. To move from experimentation to steady operations, you also need performance and monitoring. Performance and monitoring turn experiments into operations. Optimize by choosing the right model for the job. Fast for simple tasks, deep for complex ones. Run independent tasks in parallel. Cache repeatable work. Batch where it makes sense. Then measure what matters. Task success rate, response quality, latency and cost, and recurring error patterns. An execution trace should show who did what, how long it took, and what it cost. For leaders, think dashboard. Is the system meeting service levels? Is unit cost trending down? And where are the bottlenecks? That's how you turn AI from a demo into a dependable engine. Let's wrap up with key takeaways and a practical next step. Key takeaways. Keep subagents stateless by default. This gives you predictability, parallelism, and scale. 2 tiers are usually enough. Keep orchestration simple. Be explicit in how agents communicate. Clear inputs and outputs drive quality and compliance. Use parallelism to unlock speed. And monitor everything. You can't improve what you can't see. Most importantly, remember this. Agents are great at doing, not deciding. Let humans set objectives and make the calls. Let agents execute quickly, consistently, and transparently. If you're thinking, what do we do next? Start with one high-value workflow. Define a primary agent and 3 to 6 strong subagents. Set clear inputs and outputs. Add basic monitoring. In 2 weeks, you'll know your ROI and your next move. If you're ready to act, here's a simple challenge to get momentum. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'm Liam from OrangeBrackets. If you want more resources, check out OrangeBrackets.com. My challenge to you, pick a pilot this quarter, customer feedback insights, competitive pricing analysis, or policy compliance checks. Build it with the 2-tier model. Insist on stateless subagents and instrument it from day one. You'll get speed, reliability, and control. And you'll move from AI curiosity to AI advantage.